I've got the stream info up. I'm looking. Stream manager. Let's see. So, we have got 47 followers, guys. What the hell? We are blowing up. No. But in all seriousness, like, I'm very happy with how much we've grown. Like, considering the first one, I was excited to have, like, what, like 6 viewers or something? It's just great. And we've got 214 views total. You know, progress is progress. That's how it will always be. Anyway, I'm just trying to think. What else is there to talk about? I mean, McLaren, they've lost control of the championship in constructors, of course. So if we take a look, hold on. I'm just going to quickly do something. Hold on. Believe me, I'm new to it, alright? Remember, I'm not very good. I'm not very good at all of this. Oh dear. No, now that we're actually... Look, how cool is that though? We've actually got it in the background and all. It is so cool. Let me just go back to the stream manager. It's had to restart. That's a bit annoying, but oh well. So, welcome everyone to Serserilig. Today we are back at Dakota Round 8 today, and we have got Vlad Red still in the lead of the championship. As you can see, 139. His lead is very big indeed, but not as big as the McLaren. Wait, what am I on about? The McLaren team is leading Williams. They actually overtook them last race when Vlad Red crashed out from the lead. What happened? Oh, we don't really know. But some incidents have happened and they've been penalised for, and now it's all been accounted for. It's all in the standings. So anyway, now Williams is no longer in the lead of the constructors, with McLaren having their 2-4 drivers, MKL and Zakus, who has a lot of supporters, I must say. Yeah, they're leading now, so really great job there. But now if we take a look at the penalty points, what do I need to say? I mean, the rule is now I used to present the rule 3.2, but it's been changed a bit, so I've decided not to bother. But as you can see, Enigma has the most, but notable ones include MKL, one of the strongest drivers in this championship. He's got 15, as well as Crazy Benny, one of our longest driving people. But yeah, so today we are at Dakota. I'm just going to quickly try join back the F1. Welcome to the stream, Irish Taters and Hashikara. Oh, great to see you guys. Can you please tell me about your love of F1? That's more aimed at Hashikara, one of my friends, excuse me. Yeah, tell me how much you love F1, Hashikara. Yeah? They're putting a bit of Japanese in the chat. I'm afraid I'm not able to translate that right in a second. However, you can tell me later. So I'm just now going to join Mesa, who some of you may know is one of the race commissioners. So yeah. Today we're at COTA. Isn't that exciting? I mean, why don't we take a little look at COTA? I mean, yeah. So now you may need to excuse me for this little thing. But yeah, this is a bit old, but yeah, here we are. We're back at Formula 1.
Round 16 of the championship takes us to the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. The 20-turn track made its Formula 1 debut in 2012 and has hosted some great racing. Despite a long straight and some fast-flowing bends, average speed here is 195 kilometers an hour, just below the season average. It has plenty of interesting elevation changes. It's quite tough on brakes and tyres, and the prime overtaking spots are turn 1 and at the end of the long straight of turn 12. Let's go for a quick lap with last year's pole sitter, Nico Rosberg.
The last race winner from America is actually Mario Andretti in the 78 Dutch Grand Prix. Here's just a little bit of footage of Nico Rosberg starting his pole lap in COTA in 2015. Now, if we are going to start looking at something interesting to go with this really good music, you know what? Let's just go back to the standings. I mean, it's really good, isn't it? I mean, actually, hold on, I want to try something. Done. Right, hold on. I don't know. But, yeah, sorry. So, yeah, I think we need to take a look at this. Alpine only have 2 points in the whole thing. That's because their drivers, Dougster and Gal Jr., they only have 1 point each. I'm unable to join the lobby. Hold on, just give me a second. It shouldn't take me too long. We've got 5 minutes anyway. Join game. So now, not Dakota. No, not Dakota. It's COTA, Circuit of the Americas, COTA. So yeah, God, I love everyone. Good evening, Goroy Neko-san. Oh, I hope I pronounced that right. Goroy Neko-san is just Mr. Black Cat. Thank you very much. That would be me. Sorry. If you notice, actually, I'll actually really quickly show you. So, wait, hold on. Hopefully you can see this. I'm hoping you can. You can actually see my name on the game. It's actually Black Cat. My whole thing, my Discord name, Mr. Black Cat. So that's what he's saying. So yeah, but you guys can call me Toby because I'm your commentator. I'm not a gamer today. So if we just go and look at something more interesting. The temp screen, as I was saying, we've got a new user interface, guys. We've got a new loading screen. Oh, I can't emphasize how cool I find this. Like, don't you think it looks cool? It's like, look at the lights and everything. Oh, I mean, it's great, isn't it? I mean, there's not much to say. Guys, go tell your friends. You know, we need more people. We've only got 2 viewers at the moment. Oh, we're 3 followers away from 50, the big 50 milestone. Come on. I mean, you know, I'm gonna go put a message in one of the Discords because that's one of the other reasons I did it early, so I can start, you know, alerting people while we're streaming, so they're not like, oh, where's the stream? You know. So anyway, yeah. Just feel free to admire this. Admire the music, most importantly. Beautiful stuff there by Brian Tyler, as all of you know, probably is the creator of the F1 thing. By the way, fun fact, Lewis Hamilton has won 6 races in America, but 5 of them were here at COTA. Now, in my opinion, it's a kind of difficult track, but because there's these S's in Sector 1. But as I also said, Turn 1, it's really difficult to judge where to brake because it's such a steep hill. Now, if you go too wide, that can be a problem. Like if you remember in 2021, Kimi Raikkonen got pushed off, fell down a lot of places. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to, I mean, I'm sure it's probably one of the most well-known Grand Prix, actually. Now, if I go to Twitch and I go click share, hopefully that should work. Lovely music again. Can I not share it? Where's the link to it? Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. just enjoy the music, guys. Just enjoy the music. Yeah, as I said to you guys, feel free to tell your friends about this. It's just so cool, you know, that I'm able to talk to you guys so much. You know, interact with the chat, especially Twitch. That's something the commentators can't do. And saying that, I'm going to do the same thing I always do, which no one ever listens to. Why don't we start looking at the oh, that's right, the lobby crashed because crossplay's now been enabled. So now we'll be able to have Xbox and PlayStation and Origin players with us. Yeah, so that's cool, isn't it? Yeah, so that's another thing. They actually added a recent patch, including crossplay. Yeah, I mean, that's really good because everyone, they have been telling us about this for years and they're not going to do it. Suddenly this year they've finally done it. Oh, it's just great. Uptime 9 minutes. We've been here 9 minutes, nothing like worrying. Let me go to the screen. Hello from Yi, mate. You did a brilliant job. You have chosen some of the best things here. Can you put the volume down on the music? Of course I can, my friend. I will do that. Is that all right? Let me just take a look at the screen. Oh, I need to restart the lobby again because we're going to a different one where it's more cross-load. So guys, I'm sorry if I'm not speaking very much right now because I'm not used to starting this early, and but the reason why is actually, so firstly, I have now fixed this frames per second problem. Last time, you actually can't change it midstream. Secondly, you should wait 15 minutes so that it doesn't crash as much, such as what happened before. So we're going to ignore that happened, yeah? Okay, great. Now, we are in the lobby. I'm just looking, I think we got some new people. IconXR, I think. Maybe a new person joining us round 8 of the season. Obviously not challenging for the title, but you know, it'll be really interesting. Let's see who we got today so far though. We've got Yeet. As I said, he helped with this brilliant design, and I'm sure we'll see some very interesting performance from him, of course. Crazy Benny, of course, one of the most famous guys in the league. Driving for Mercedes. I forgot to mention Yeet is at Aston Martin. I believe Enigma is his teammate. Crazy Benny though. Oh, that's an alarm. Yeah, so there you go. Sorry, Crazy Benny. Yes, he's at the Mercedes. He's been doing particularly well actually recently. When he's not doing any instants, he's actually going really fast. I hope I see really great things from him. I want to see him win at least one race this season. Come on, Crazy Benny, you can do it. Last time, our winner, CB for Red Bull, got involved in a few fights with his teammate as well though. But today, I'm sure he can try and get another win. He's also one of the world champions of one of our seasons, Season 2. Let's see if he can get a follow-up one, but it looks like Vlad Red is in the lead by quite a lot, so I don't know what happened there. But anyway, next, we've got Ferrari, House of the Race Commissioners, Ferrari Royalty, F1 Royalty, excuse me, Mesa and Stens. They are both the race commissioners in charge for this very stream, this very league. They are very good drivers. I don't know what to say. They did fight a bit last time. Didn't last long though after Mesa was taken out by MKL in McLaren. But well, we don't talk about that. No, but Zakus is now also in the McLaren. He was there last time. Got a lot of support. I'm sure a lot of you might have noticed. Dogster in the Alpine. I don't remember. I think he was there last time. Either way, I wish him the best of luck with this race. I hope to see some very cool things that make me remember him more. There you go. Now, ConXR, he looks like he's a new one, maybe? I'm not really sure, but it'll be interesting to see his performance as well. And as you can see, I am a spectator. So yeah, we've got two McLaren drivers, 2 Ferrari drivers, an Alpine, a Red Bull, and a Mercedes. Very interesting lineup. We've got no one from anywhere other than the top 4 teams. Katie Blick at the Haas, finally. So very interesting that we all now have all these people. So I'm just checking. People are looking at my story and they're not coming on here. Shame. They should be joining the stream. Watching is so good. Oh, come on guys, it's a fun stream, isn't it? I mean, right now we're waiting for the action starts, but we've only got 2 viewers. Go, please tell your friends. Zakus, please. Tell your friends to support again. Oh no. But anyway, I think because now there might be more of us, I'm just going to quickly do the thing with the grid commentary again, since we will be starting up very, very soon. We're waiting for a few people. But let's just recap. So, as I said, today we will be at the American Grand Prix.
Round 16 of the championship takes us to the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. The 20-turn track made its Formula One debut in 2012 and has hosted some great racing. Despite a long straight and some fast-flowing bends, average speed here is 195 km an hour, just below the season average. It has plenty of interesting elevation changes. It's quite tough on brakes and tyres, and the prime overtaking spots are turn 1 and at the end of the long straight at turn 12. Let's go for a quick lap with last year's pole sitter, Nico Rosberg.
Now we're going to see a little bit of footage of Nico Rosberg. Of course, the one that exercise, maybe not as fast, braking faster nowadays than it is. Sorry, you are. Maybe back then it was probably a bit faster than the cars are now due to the much heavier weight and wider cars. Obviously, pull down more, but that's a trouble. But I think these S's were approaching. I'm just going to take you to a bit of a track. Getting to know it a bit more. Yeah, that's really difficult, but with high downforce, I'm sure it'll be a lot easier. Especially this bit, because we're going left, right. Really just gents and buttons of driving style. One to the left, one to the right. You never get any over. So anyway, as you can see, you get a really nice section down here. Great opportunity for overtaking down here. No DRS just yet, you'll have to wait. But over here as well, another place to really judge the breaking point. And here's where the first DRS back straight is. It's really interesting here. It's He did not win this year. Again, we won 5 times here, 6 times in America overall. So, down into the next part of the track, it's now, by the way. Yeah, so it's a pretty difficult track to get used to. It's not saying it's difficult from Holland. It's not used to it. It's great. Perspective. Video is louder than you. Really? Hold on. Oh, bloody. I forgot to disable it. That's a little bit bad. Yeah, but there you go. Thank you for telling me. Look, you've got to learn. You've got to learn somewhere. Lol, can't hear you yet. But anyway, now we're going to very shortly be going back. So far we've got 13 drivers. Hopefully we'll get some more. Oh, it's difficult to say, but if we wait, hold on. Oh no, I thought the you know, the bass would drop on this beautiful piece of music. I'm just gonna quickly tell some more friends to join the stream because there aren't enough people here. Yeah, make sure to tell your friends. As I said before, hopefully because now more people are in the lobby, more people will be joining the stream. By the way, guys, is that better now? There's no more noise covering my voice. I'm hoping so. Also, there should be no more drops in FPS. It's now running at 60 FPS. I'm hoping that's good. I'm assuming. Yeah. So anyway, let's recap. Who is here? As we're now going to start very shortly with 13 drivers. We've got Crazy Benny in the Mercedes. As I said, I'm hoping to see a win from him sometime very soon. CB, who won last race at Mexico, is in the Red Bull. He is currently, I believe, 2nd or 3rd in the Drivers' Championship. He's the reigning world champion. Mason in the Ferrari for F1 Royalty, as I said before. He's in the race commissioner team with co-commissioner Stent. Great guys. I'm sure we'll see some great battles between them. Zaku's in the McLaren as well as Icon XR, who I don't recognise, so I'm assuming he's new. We've also got the Alpine of Dougster, and in Haas we've got K2 Blick. I don't really remember. I think he was there last race. Sorry, excuse me, I am returning after quite a long time of not streaming. Aston Martin, we've got Yeet, and I believe last time we had Enigma. I remember because they were involved in quite a few incidents, but it's fine, it's fine. You know, racing is racing. But Fanex, AlphaTauri, I hope to see a lot of interesting stuff. I believe he's been in this league for a while as well as Vlad Red, who's just joined this season actually, and he's already got a quite considerable lead in the standings, as you can see. Williams Racing, I'll show you in a minute. Hendricks in the Mercedes, number 1 world champion, Formula 1. He was there for season 1. He should use the driving number 1 because of the amount of times I'm saying it. We've also got Lucha Rutra and Chrisu in the Alfa Romeo, just like last time. Lucha Rutra, very consistent driver, as I'm sure many of you know. We've got 14 drivers so far. We've got 3 viewers. That's from more than 2 that we just had. Now, if we just take another look quickly at the standings, here we've got McLaren, 144 points. They're leading by 5 from Williams, as well as Alfa Romeo, who, as I said, they've got Lucha Rutra and Chrisu. So, you know, they're doing really quite well, pulling the team ahead. Great stuff. I like to see it. Red Bull Racing, they've got a driver in 3rd in the championship, but they're only down in P5. They've got 79 points, only 4 ahead of Haas, very close fight, of course. As well, I'm sure they can catch up to Ferrari. AlphaTauri, they're in 30. They've got 37 points, and Mercedes with 29 may be very easy to catch them. But don't forget, Aston Martin 5 points behind at 24, and Alpine only has 2 because their 2 drivers are at the back. Hi Toby, welcome Novichok Live. I believe that is Lucha Rutra himself. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I've updated a lot of the visuals, as I'm sure you can see. Largely thanks to Yeet, who provided me with a lot of them. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for the standings. As I said, penalty points, you know, pretty simple. If you break a rule, you're likely to be penalised, and if you're likely to be penalised, you're likely to get penalty points. That's what the stewards decide. I myself am a steward as well. I write my little reports and everything. I'm going to quickly just take a look. What else is there to talk about? Because I'm running out of things. We need to get started very, very soon. We've been waiting here way too long. What's going on? Are we still waiting for people? Well, since the music's gone like this, I'm just going to let you admire it again. I'm just going to go check in the Discord. What's going on? Because, you know, we should have started like 10 minutes ago. I'll give you guys an update ASAP. I think we've got everyone, haven't we? Oh, Icon XR is an Xbox driver, our first non-Steam player, everyone. I just want to say congratulations to him for being able to race on a controller. No, could never be me. Anyway, yeah, one reserve missing, I guess. Yeah, so it looks like we were waiting for one reserve, but I think we should start readying up and getting ready for qualifying. I've had this music on for God knows how long, probably about 20 minutes, and this is on the 1 hour loop, so we're about a third of the way through, and come on guys, let's get through it real quickly. Just while we're waiting, it looks like people are starting to ready up. I'll really quickly go through the grid commentary. So as I said, for the third time now, is the 2015 calendar we're looking at right now. We're at Mexico, no we're not, we're where we were at last time. We're at USA, Circuit of the Americas, otherwise known as COTA, and the leader of their 5 race wins, Lewis Hamilton, who won the first one there in 2012, king of the COTA. As you can see, there is, it's 5.5 kilometers long, it's 3.4 miles if you're measuring like that. It's got the largest elevation change in F1, 30.8 meters into turn 1, or just, I should say the steepest corner. The largest elevation change is Monaco. Fun fact. It's got 19 turns, as I said, and holds 150,000 people. If you look at the stadiums just around there in the satellite view, we're actually going to be joining very, very soon. Now, here's some footage of Nico Rosberg setting his pole lap in 2014, actually. Now, I've just realised. Mercedes, hopefully they'll do well with a sprinkle of good luck from here. I'll try and get some more up-to-date visuals for the next race. I don't know where we're at next. I'll actually have a quick check of that in a minute. The last American driver to win at the last American driver to win in Formula 1 was Mario Andretti, world champion in 1980, 1979 maybe? No, it was 1979 I believe. And he won at the 1978 Dutch Grand Prix. No, so it must have been 1978 then. Oh, who knows? 1978, he won the Dutch Grand Prix. That was his last time he won. Last time an American won in Formula 1. If you just take a look here, one thing you'll notice is it's really difficult to judge the braking zones, and you have to really turn that steering wheel. Thank you very much for showing us that, Nico. Now, everyone, I'm going to start turning down the music just a bit. So, we're going to start going into qualifying now. So, if we now... I'm going to have OBS on full screen. So, now, if we're going to take a look at the mainstream, we're going to now take a look at the game. Here we are, we're waiting for a few people to get in, but oh, we've already got some instant discussions. Oh, it's because some people haven't turned up when they said they would. Oh dear, guys, come on, you're better than this. So 3 viewers at the moment, no new followers. Come on guys, oh, you need to tell your friends, you know. No, I mean, surely this is the best league. No? Alright, well, fair enough. Guys, we're going into qualifying. I'm going to do the same thing I always do. I'm going to ask you to put in the chat, who do you think is going to get pole today? Because I always do this, no one ever does it. But come on, I want to hear your predictions. I'm going to give you some choices. For those of you who don't know, we just jumped up to 6 viewers, just doubled it. Alright guys, CB, really good suggestion. Alright, so everyone, let's take a look at CB, because Dougster, she's actually racing here today, has suggested CB will get pole, which is a really good shout actually. Vlad Red, by the way, the championship leader, is not here. Vlad or CB? Where is Vlad? Is he not here? Oh no, he is there. I'm sorry, Vlad. I meant to see you there. Yeah, so CB, everyone's in the pit lane right now, by the way. CB, racing for Red Bull, he won last race, and he's also won the World Championship last season, Season 2 that would be. Now, as you can see, Ferrari, well, they've got one of their drivers coming out. I wonder who it is. It's Mesa, one of our race commissioners, who's also in charge of making the website. Oh, and he just stopped right behind an AlphaTauri, as you can see. Now, as you can see in the bottom right corner, we've got some buttons we can press. Now, this changes to camera type R1. You won't see anything because they're exiting out the pit lane. That AlphaTauri, by the way, that's Fanax. He's one of the reserve drivers, I believe. Yeah, so pretty much, I can change the camera type like this. You can look at cockpit cam or the cinematic. I think the cinematic looks best for qualifying, unless you're analysing a lap, which I will be doing. I'll be looking not at Mesa because we're looking at Mesa now, but we'll be looking at someone else very, very soon. Both Ferraris out, almost everyone's out actually. Looking like a rather grisly day, though. It's looking a bit miserable at the COTA. It's not very much something we like to see. But we also have the hide UI, so that's I can get rid of stuff so we can concentrate. However, we're now going to look. We can change the player as well, of course. But now we're going to be at the broadcast camera type. We're going to be looking at the fastest lap because this is qualifying. Now, for those of you who don't know, qualifying, you set the faster lap, you go ahead in the grid space, and that's where you start. So, detail. We're going to be looking at the tyre detail, seeing how old the tyres are they're going on, seeing if they're going for any interesting strategies, so that they can save some tyres for the race. Telemetry. We're going to be looking at the telemetry. What that means is we'll be able to see when they're using energy, we'll be able to see their throttle, their brakes, their fuel, you know, pretty much everything you can imagine. What gear they're in, rotations per minute, you get the general gist. Lap data, we're going to see how good their sector times are. And lastly, we're going to look at the full track map so you can get a good idea of it. Now, who do you want to focus on? I mean, one of you suggested CB as the person we focus on. Actually, tell you what, we don't need to focus on the telemetry just yet. We can focus on it during the race. So yeah, that's it for now. It looks like CB is currently in Sector 2. He's going to come over to the final sector now. And warming up those tyres, as you can see, is really difficult in the modern cars now. Because of the higher downforce, I believe it is. There's yellow flags already. Mesa started their lap, Lucha started their lap. They were just watching now. I think they might still be watching. Now, this is CB warming up his tyres in the Red Bull. I reckon the Red Bull could probably win in real life this year as well. It'll be really interesting to see. So anyway, here he is. Look, he's revving it up, making a lot of wheel spin. The friction causes heat to go into the rubber tyres. Now, here he is. He's going to come around the final corner, get as much of a start as he can. And here he goes. Let's analyse CB's lap. So, here he goes. Now, I'm going to hide this, but keep the rest of it on. Now, up into turn 1, really difficult to judge as we can see the very grey skies. Here he goes, accelerating through the corner. And we've got Fanex in the Alpha Tower. He's spun off, but let's continue focusing. Keeps very close to the curb. Now, here is where the most downforce is required in the circuit. These S shapes, you sort of have to let off the throttle on the third. And then the fourth one, you really need to brake here. And then you go into the next left. It's much like I said, it's left, right, left, right. Now, into this next part, it's a lot less downforce as you go along because it's mainly just straights, which really provides a lot of opportunities for overtaking, should make it more interesting and more competitive. So here he is. As you can see, it's really pretty difficult to judge when to overtake. A few hairpins, you know, as well. But here he comes down here. Yeet got a 5-place grid penalty. He's collided with Dugster, very interesting there. Yeah, so, getting reassuring messages from my friends as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think that was another person. Is he in the wall? Hold on. Looks like no one's DNF, but Lucha set a 1:35.8. Let's see if this person can also set CB. Let's see if he can set a better time. Going into here, so he's steering quite a lot here. Now, if you hear the engine making some weird, like, sort of fluttery noises, that's a bug that EA have decided not to sort out ever. And now into Sector 3. Let's take a look at the scoreboard, see what happens. Vlad Red sets a 2-second faster time, 1:33.6, very fast from the championship leader. And now across the line, CB goes into P2 behind the Williams. 1:34.0, he's 4/10 behind, so very close there, very close there. Now, so it's 2 Blues, Williams and Red Bull, followed by the 2 Alfa Romeos, Lucha and Chrisu. Then followed by the 2 Ferraris, Mesa and Stenz. K2 Blick, Dugster, Conexar, Hendricks, Crazy Benny, Fanex, Zakus and Yeet have not yet set laps. However, let's take a look at Hendricks' lap, as Crazy Benny has invalidated. I was going to look at his. But now he's going to come round the final corner. Hendricks, as I said, he's one of our world champions, one of our proudest assets. So yeah, here he comes across the line. And what's it going to be? It's going to be P3, 1:35.5. He's 1.5 seconds behind P2, 2.1 seconds behind P1. Not really ideal, but hopefully you can make up for it in race pace. If not, you can always set a faster lap, get ahead in grid position. So, if we... Wait, hold on. If we take a look here, let's take a look at the new person. Hold on. There's Conexar in the McLaren. I mean, he seems to be warming up his tyres a bit more. Hasn't set a full lap yet, but he is on a hot lap. You never know though. My friend who's on Xbox, he's much faster than me. Like there is no jokes about it. He is just faster. So never say never. Conexar could be one of the best drivers here. Anyway, into this next corner, as you can see, looking up a little bit. Sorry, got a bit of the hiccups. So guys, remember to follow, and also the fact that we are streaming every Monday and Thursday at 8 o'clock UTC. So remember to join us next Monday. As I said, I will check now where we are for the... Hold on. I'm checking where we are next race so that you can look forward to it and get ready for it, you know. So anyway, Con XR has now come around the final corner. He's gone up into P6, very respectable from the newcomer. I'm sure that he can set much faster laps as well, and he can go ahead. I'd really love to see how he progresses. Maybe he can even recreate that Lewis Hamilton moment where he won the first race for McLaren, as Con XR is in the McLaren as well now. Yeah, so his teammate Zachary hasn't yet set a lap, but he is coming out of the pit lane. So yeah, let's hope to see some really good stuff from them. However, Sten's up in P3. He is oh, he's on an invalidated lap, but he's at 1:35.0, 1 second off of P2. So that's really quite a gap between the top two and then the next few. No need to rhyme there. But also, who else is there? There's Dugster. Dugster is in the Alpine. He seems to be warming up his tyres so far. Nothing special, going a bit wide there as well, though. We really need to be careful about that. Don't get in other people's way. And there past us is the Aston Martin of Yeet. Can I just say, the Aston Martin is probably the most beautiful car on the grid, in my opinion. It's lovely green colour, if you take a look over there. Really, I mean, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Let's just admire it. Now, sure thing. I mean, now guys, come on, I want some more predictions. Who do we think is going to get pole? Now, I've already heard CB, Vlad as well, but who else? Who else could get pole? Now, I'm going to give you some more options. So let's see who there is. So of course, as I said, there's Vlad. He's in the Williams out there. He's going to start another lap soon. There's CB, very fast as well here in the Red Bull. As well as Stens, who's in the pits at the moment. He's in the Ferrari, but he does seem pretty fast. I think Mesa, his teammate as well, is pretty fast as well. Lutra Rutra, I'm not sure if they'll get pole, but I think they will qualify really quite highly. Con XR, newcomer, we never know what we're going to see. Chrissy as well, definitely potential. I mean, everyone here has potential. It's just about, will they be able to do it just in time before the checkered flag falls. Let's see who else. I reckon Crazy Benny could do it as well. He's not there either. It's Mesa as well. Mesa is actually starting a lap right now. Let's take a look at Mesa and analyse his lap. So, up into turn 1. He is going to brake relatively sensibly, and he's locking up a little bit. Oh no, he didn't. Sorry, my bad. But he's seen the yellow flags, not slowing down, of course, because it's an F1 lead. It's a video game. So now, into the next section, we see a few cars just off in the distance, stolen by. He slows down quite a lot for the S's, doesn't take the optimal racing line, but I'm sure he can still make a really good lap out of this. He's a very consistent driver. So, braking now, a little bit of lag there. Off he goes into the next part. Really important fact here, you need to just accelerate through this no matter how bumpy the curbs are. It really is quite, you know, bumpy and unreliable, but you do need to take the risk to set the optimum lap time. So off here onto the next straight, he gets DRS. There it is. I'm actually going to show you guys now there. The flap's gone open. We're going to watch it close as well into the next corner, where he's going to have to judge the braking point very well. Let's see if he can do it. There you go. It's closed. In action. Yeah, hopefully nothing like Azerbaijan this year. AlphaTauri of Yuki Tsunoda had to be got a black and orange flag. Had to be called into the pits. Fixed that front wing. Took about 8 seconds. As saying that, Mesa set a purple sector 2, I'm not sure about his sector 1, but now onto sector 3, I'm sure he can definitely put together the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Stens is actually the closest one behind him, but he spins, unfortunately. Oh, how unfortunate there. I mean, not ideal. Hopefully he just waves his teammate by and lets him finish his lap. Oh, he slowed down. Stens is not going to continue this lap. Maybe he's going to come to the pits. No, he's going to start another one. Why don't we look at Stens' lap from a little distance? Just admire what he's doing. So, he's started another lap. So, off into turn 1. As you can see, a really nice angle here, just how steep it really is. As I said, 30 metres high. That's really ridiculous when you think about it. Down into the next turn. We hopefully see a lot of battles here. Would be really cool. As I said, as usual, brilliant camera work from Cody's. You know, getting me to not even see the car that I would like to. There we go, and there he is again. And oh, the Ferrari! He's made the same mistake Mesa's made. It's an absolute calamity, and the Alfa Romeo getting very close by. Oh no, not a good day for the Ferraris in qualifying just so far. However, let's take another look at Hendricks. in the Mercedes. He's now about to do a very similar section, but he's actually coming out onto the final corner. What kind of time it's going to be? He's set at 1:35.5. He's going to need to improve by about 2 seconds. It's going to be P4 1:35.0, and he's only slower than Stems by about half a tenth of a second. Oh, brilliant lap there, to be honest. Very respectable there. Why don't we take a look at someone else? I mean, there is always his teammate, Crazy Benny, who's now currently onto the next straight. Now, Crazy Benny, as I said, he's been in this league since season 1, since race 1, actually. He used to be in the Haas, even the Williams, actually, I think, as well. And he was notorious for spinning out quite a bit. But, in fairness, look how much he's improved now, very, very fast. Setting a purple sector 2. I reckon Crazy Benny could go for pole position here if he doesn't spin out just like Mason Stenz in the Ferraris. Not ideal there. Oh, I jinxed it. Commentators curse. You know what they say. Commentators curse. Also, I'm hoping you guys have noticed that the F1 graphics today are actually a lot better because I've actually been able to turn up the graphics on my PC. And oh dear, the commentators curse strikes again. Luckily no damage, but he's going to have to get back on track there. Let's take a look at someone else though. We've got Yeet. Oh, he's gone a bit wide and he's invalidated. However, there's always Chrisu. Let's take a look at Chrisu, who's currently getting an alright exit out of this corner, really taking track limits to its extremes. Don't worry, he's not exceeding them just yet. He hasn't invalidated. Here he is, braking late as he dares, just like everyone else, of course. But it's really difficult actually to brake there. But down the main straight, as you can see, he's got the DRS. Now, no, not turning on DRS. Interesting move there. But yeah, if we just take a look from a little distance, get some nice camera shots, you know, hopping the curb a little bit, but you know, it could be good for some extra speed, you know, not going as far distance. But as you can see into the next corner, taking a bit of a wider entry just to ensure that he gets the best exit. That's always what's important. In the same way that the race, like the exit of a corner, is more important than the entry, because that's where you get the points. That's one thing you need to bear in mind here. MKL, he did, oh, by the way, that's a really nice shot of the 2 Alfa Romeos, one in the really far distance. It's always about the race. You don't get points for qualifying, unless you're in F2. But that's what you need to bear in mind, because MKL, he came second from last place on the grid last time. You never know what to expect. But now let's take a look at the other Alfa Romeo. He's now into the second sector. He's got a Ferrari ahead of him. I believe that may be Mesa or Stenz, which is obviously a good guess because those are the 2 Ferraris. But onto the main straight, maybe you could even snatch a bit of a slipstream from them. Hopefully not getting any dirty air into the other sectors though. And the 2 Italians maybe helping each other. Nah, by the way, these 2 aren't Italian. I'm talking about the race team, Alfa Romeo, you know. Yeah, giving some room, all a bit dodgy there, but harvesting ERS, tried to get out of his way. Hopefully that was enough. Now, last time we actually did have an incident where we had to give a warning out because they weren't giving enough space while trying to let someone do their qualifying lap. No, it wasn't the qualifying lap. It was the getting lapped part of the Mexico race. But other than that, it's fine. Now, if we look behind him, it was a Ferrari. Now this would be Mesa? I don't know. Sorry, yeah, this is Mesa. But Lucha Rucha goes up and plays P6. Good luck from him. No one has actually... Sorry, I should probably do it like this. No one has actually beat CB's previous lap yet of a 1:33.6. Very, very powerful lap. CB has invalidated, but I'm sure he's going to go for another one on these fresh softs. See how good he can do, how close he can get to Vlad Red's lap. I'm sure Vlad Red will not crash out of the lead again this time. Again, I hope I'm not cursing it. But he sets a 1:33.6. Sorry, he sets slower than a 1:33.6. Maybe he's going to do yet another lap. So let's take a look at this. So down onto the hill with a quite steep elevation, I must say. He's off into the S's. We get a lovely little camera angle here. Look, as you can see, letting off the throttle a bit there, downshifting because you do have to let off. But with these cars do have an extraordinary amount of G-force, and he sets a purple sector 1. So now into sector 2, this is where straight line speed really matters, as well as the main straight, of course. Sector 1. Early sector 1, I should say. But into the hairpin, he's now going to get DRS and hopefully get a bit of a slipstream from that Alpine ahead of him. I believe that's Dugster. And as you can see, the rear wing has opened. He's going to get DRS. That's because he's lowering the downforce, but as a result, he is increasing straight line speed. So if he was doing this in a corner, much worse, much worse. But down into the next corner, and the Alpine has spun. And oh! Vlad Red was not even able to beat his own time because he did spin himself. I'm sure he was going to set a faster lap than before. Shame there for Vlad Red, but I'm sure CB now would be an interesting person to spectate as he's going to come round onto the straight. Let's see if he can set a faster lap. He's currently 6th, 7th, 8th gear, and down the straight he goes. He is using up the energy that is from the energy recovery system on hot lap mode, of course. You can see a lot of buildings in the distance there, like that one there. Very famous spectators area, loads of more spectators areas here. I think that's actually another one of the same buildings. But if we take a look, he takes a relatively moderate exit into here. McLaren on the side there, halting ERS. Now CB goes through, taking a very good racing line, very much what you need for speed. But now onto the ultimate corner. Here he comes, he's probably going to take, yep, that's right, quite a bit of curb, really good to get the best exit. And through he goes and sets the fastest lap by 1 cent, 1:33.569. And that's better than the 1:33.689. Excuse me. Which is a 10.2 faster than Vlad Red. And that looks like he's set pole. Although Yeet is in P3, the Aston Martin, he's invalidated, so he's not going to be able to set better than that. Crazy Benny has decided to give up on his lap. Stenz though, he's not done, he's going to try and get a bit of a slipstream. Let's take a look at Stenz. Let's see if he can get an even faster range. Going down the straight, I mean there, he gets the slipstream, harvesting ERS. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Ah, nearly. Right, there. Hopefully he's not penalised for that. And as I said, beautiful buildings in the background. Kota, obviously very good for popularity. Loads of celebrities coming here. Shaquille O'Neal even produced the trophy last time. He provided it to Max Verstappen when he won, following the intense battle between him and Lewis Hamilton, but he got DRS from Mick Schumacher, leading him to win last year when the title battle was very intense. I'm still not happy about Abu Dhabi, but let's not get into that. Now into the ultimate corner. Will he set the fastest lap? Will he even improve on his lap? Let's see. He's gone from 5th, and he's now going to stay 5th with a 1:34.9, 1.4 seconds slower. And this, everyone, is everyone's lap. Although, Dugster has unfortunately invalidated. This looks like it. Whew. Alright, everyone, that's been it for qualifying then. I mean, that's CB. He's gotten pole by 1/10. Really impressive stuff there. Left it right to the end to surprise us, to beat Vlad Red, who seemingly had the best lap round code. So maybe it's because he spun out that he wasn't able to improve. Come on, guys. I got some predictions for CB to be the pole sitter. So well done to those of you who predicted that. But I want to hear more next time. I want to hear more in the chat. Now, guys, please invite your friends. We really need it to keep the league alive. But here, as you can see, CB, he gets pole position in the Red Bull, of course. Very well done to him. Let's see if he can convert this into a race win. There he is then, that's the final race director, but oh yes, Yeet's got a 5th place grid penalty for colliding with Dugster, so he's going to move down to P8, meaning that Zacharias will move up to P7, Chrissy up to P6, Hendricks up to P5, Stenz up to P4, and Crazy Benny up to P3. This will be a really interesting race. We've got loads of potential contenders for the win. I really am actually looking forward to this. Now, there's not really much left to talk about in terms of this. The qualifying, so I mean, I'm not Ted Kravitz. I've not got the qualifying notebook. Make sure if you don't want to tell your friends about the stream, at least tell them about the YouTube VOD channel. Check it out in the description of our Twitch channel, as well as the website that Mesa created. Beautiful job, by the way. It's called Fuelvine, as well as the Discord where you can join races if you want as well. I mean, clearly you saw we don't have enough people, and we're always looking for more. So please join. Now we're waiting for players. Now we can actually see what some of them are considering in terms of strategy. We can see Hendricks has got soft tyres in the garage. Maybe he's considering going on to those. So maybe a really aggressive strategy. But no, he's changed his mind to go onto the hards, as you just saw there, the white wall compound. He's maybe thinking about going long. The long strategy, not as aggressive actually. So yeah, really interesting there. We get to see all of the teams. And obviously the fake crowd. I'm just looking at the stats at the moment. We've been streaming for nearly an hour, by the way. 48 minutes. We've only dropped 298 frames at 0.2%. CPU's only at 0.7% in case you're interested. And now we're onto the formation lap. And by the way, we're running at 60 FPS. If you want it at higher, I'll definitely do that for the next race. But I think it actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? Well, what do you guys think about the quality of the stream? Like, everything. Just like the graphical quality, the commentary quality, everything. But now, I'm going to take a look now at Zakus. Now we're going to see predicted pit stop strategy, mediums onto hards or soft medium hards. Now I think the best strategy is the one stop, although the tyre wear can be quite aggressive, so you may need to do the 2 stop to get maximum performance, make up all that time you're going to lose from the 20-second pit stops. Now, as I said before, we're going to be looking at the position changes at first. We're going to be looking at the telemetry, using ERS or not. We're not going to look at lap data because it's not really qualifying. We don't need to know who's setting best laps until, say, the end when we're competing for fastest laps, depending on who's in the lead, who isn't. And of course the full track map, as I said before. So we've got Zakus, and he's, as you can see, warming up the tyres, those medium compounds. Let's take a look actually, who's on what tyre. So it looks like CB, Vlad Red, they're on the mediums. Crazy Benny decides to go on the more aggressive soft tyre, so he'll need to get into the lead as soon as he can. Sten's right starting on the hard, so maybe he's going to go for the mediums at the end, have a bit of an advantage when everyone else is worn out. Take advantage when they're down, you go up. Hendricks on the mediums as well, so same strategy for both Mercedes, maybe a bit worrying. Chrissy also on the medium compound tyre. Zakus, as we already pointed out. Yeet also on the soft compound with that really aggressive strategy. Newbie II XR, like the other McLaren, also on the medium strategy. Again, you need to be splitting strategies to ensure the team gets the best result, so they don't accidentally run into the same problem. Same thing as variation in natural selection, so you're all not killed off by the same disease. Of course, I'm getting a bit scientific though. Lucha Rutra as well. It seems to be warming up the tyres very much on the hard compound, so really interesting there. Going long at first, then starting. Although it is usually good start what has most grip, because then the start is usually what matters most, and then it's about keeping the positions, defending, etc. We've also got K2 Blick in the Haas on the mediums, Mesa on the mediums as well, Stens is on the hard, so they split the strategy as well, maybe communicating with each other. Dougster, who was involved in the incident as well, he's down in 13th, as well as Fanex, who's in 14th, and it looks like some people getting disqualified already. Now we're going to look from Sten's point of view, 4th place, for the first moments. Now guys, here's where you want to watch, okay? Get all your friends, get your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your cousins, the lot, you know. Hold on. Right, we're looking at the start, but... Right, we're looking at the start. 5 red lights are out, and away we go. It's a really good start. Look, using ERS as soon as they can. The Mercedes trying to get the best exit up the hill, and it looks like CV maintains his lead. Oh, massive dive bomb from the Alfa Romeo there of Chrisu, involving Stens, and 4 wide through the corner there. Really not a very safe move, but through in we go. Let's just take another look. So through the S's they go, and CV's already pulled a very considerable lead from Crazy Benny, who got a brilliant start on those soft tyres, and it looks like a massive incident for the McLaren as well as some others. Oh no, a lot of them going to fall back. Hopefully no safety car just yet, no lap 1 safety car, I beg. Now we have been focusing a bit on Stens, but as we can see, it's Red Bull versus Mercedes once again, and he's kept in the DRS of CB. Honestly, Crazy Benny, challenge for the podium, challenge for the win even. Vlad Red, the Williams still in P3, but Sten's in P4 as well. He's starting to drop back a bit. Now we've got to take a look. What was Chrisu doing? He's using all the ERS he can right now to catch back up to Stens after a little incident. Maybe he's got a bit of damage, but the Aston Martin, the ominous Aston Martin of Yeet, who's made up 2 places from 8th as he got a penalty, moving him down to 8th. He's right behind him, nose to tail. So let's take a look here. He's very, very close. I want to see if he gets the overtake done. Maybe over here. Very, very close, everyone. He's getting the slipstream, maybe even a bit of dirty air. There is one thing to catch up to a driver, another thing to overtake. But through he goes. I want to get a look at some other drivers as well, though, not just focus on this battle. Let's take a look. It looks like Fanex has dropped to the bottom. I don't know what's happened there, but it looks like CB has set the fastest lap. He's gone across the line, and Vlad Red, he is in the P3, very close to the Mercedes of Crazy Benny. Let's see, does he have high downforce setup? Zaku's had bad luck. We still love him though. Muffin Man, I see you're back. You're back to commentate. Why don't you invite back some more of your friends? Because we'd really love the audience, you know. But anyway, yeah, Vlad Red now going through each corner, trying to get closer and closer to Crazy Benny, but he's pulling ahead. He's pulling ahead. Now 6 tenths, now 7 tenths. You know, they're all pulling ahead, and sorry, I keep saying that a lot. And Stens is now quite far ahead, but as Dougster's got the first penalty of the evening, that would be a 3-second penalty from multiple warnings. Probably mostly track limits, but Sten's now trying to get ERS to get back as close as he can to the rest of them, and it looks like we've just had a bit of an incident with Yeet overtaking Pursuit at long last, but he's going to have a dose of ERS to come back. What will happen now? It's going to be very close. Who will break latest? It looks like it's going to be Yeet, and Yeet gets far ahead. Very well done. Some very Daniel Ricciardo-esque move there. Wow, great defending there from Yeet. Definitely great drive from the Aston Martin so far. I want to see what's going on with the McLaren though. He's very close to the Alpine of Dougster, who has a penalty, and there's the other McLaren stuck behind his teammate. Not very ideal for the McLarens, as I know Zaku has a lot of supporters in the chat. So let's hope that their racing improves. Look, he's not revving up enough. That's Icon XR, who's on the Xbox. Now, as we can see, there's a bit of a fight going up ahead. He's gone wide, and now the McLaren is going to profit from this, and he does break late, Dougster, but he's going to get a worse exit. Now gets a dose with DRS. DRS not quite yet, but he's going to deploy down the main straight up into turn 1, and it's allowed Zaku to power ahead into P11, maybe even challenging for points nearly. And down the inside, Dougster is getting very, very close to the McLaren. Let's see, it's classic Alpine versus McLaren. Red Bull, obviously a lot of beef right now over the Oscar Piastri thing, and look, as you know, Daniel Ricciardo is leaving at the end of the season. He might even go to Haas. Really interesting there. Yeah, so looks like the battle's over now. Dougster has fallen back just a little bit, and there's a little bit of an incident as far as I'm aware. Lucha there, Novichok, as you may have seen in the chat earlier. He's there using a lot of his ERS, trying to get ahead. Mesa did a move earlier. And look at this DRS train. He's actually very interesting here. Wait, hold on. I think even Lucharucha's part of it, locking up though a bit. Let's take a look though how close it is. And it looks like Hendricks is trying to go for a move on the Ferrari of Stens. Ooh, losing the rear a little bit there on the curb, going even a bit wide on the entry. So he's going to have to be extra careful here as Stens chases after Yeet, who's 4.3 seconds behind Vlad. Even though Stens was in P4 earlier, he's moved down to P5. Wow, what a race start so far. We love you, Zakus. We do. We love you, Zakus. We do. We love you, Zakus. We do. Oh, Zakus, we love you. Got that one. And it looks like CB still in the lead. Vlad Red up into P2 now. Crazy Benny. Wonder what happened there. Let's see if he's going to get another opportunity to fight. And it looks like Mesa has come into the pit. Looks like he's going to have some damage to change. No, he's just changing tyres. I wonder what's happened there. Maybe AI with a curious strategy if he's disconnected. But yeah, it looks like the Mercedes of Crazy Benny is going to have to do some catching up to do. Yeet up into P4 though from P8. As well as Katie Blick up into P8 from P11. So some really impressive drives from some people here. The person who's lost the most places is Zakus, but he's only going to have to just prove himself what a brilliant driver he really is. Now deploying it down the straight, he's not even going to get a dosage of ERS, so very unfortunate there for Crazy Benny. However, Hendricks, he's going to get DRS, and he's using up his ERS to get past Stens. Now he's catching. Is he going to get past? He pulls up next to Ferrari, and he gets ahead of him. Is he going to brake late enough? Yes, he is, and even blocking him off, getting the elbows out just for extra measure. Here into the next corner, he's got medium tyres on, and Stens has the hards on, so obviously makes sense that who has the most grip is going to go ahead. Now he's going to focus on catching up to the Aston Martin of Yeet, only 1.2 seconds ahead, so hopefully he can do that and make it Mercedes 3-4, much very realistic type of result. Who else is there? It looks like Yeet has had an incident. What's going on there? He's spun out, I believe, and it looks like Vlad Red is starting to set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So maybe he's going to start catching CV, much like Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc, like in Australia, or yeah, was it no, Saudi Arabia even. Vlad Red, as you can see, yeah, he's taking the corners very aggressively. We'll have to let off a little bit too early there, but he's only 1.4 seconds behind now. I believe he had the 2.2 gap to the car ahead before, but now looking a bit more interesting. We're on lap 5 out of 28, everyone. Hope you're enjoying so far. Make sure to tell your friends, invite more people in here. Of course, it'd be really great to see loads more people here. So we've actually got Hendricks being chased down by Sten still, so he wasn't able to just pull away. He's got 6/10 to the car behind, but there Stenz is. He's right in the mirrors. He's right in the mirrors of Hendricks. Let's take a look from his perspective. What's it going to look like? Oh, yeah, there he is. And it looks like Stenz, he's going to get DRS, and he's going to try catching up as much as he can as he gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Saku Senpai is doing so well. Oh, look at him. Yeah, he's up in P9 ahead of his teammate. Great stuff to see. And it looks like Chrisu is going to be struggling a little bit. There was a bit of a yellow flag there in sector 3. It looks like he's catching up to his teammate. Oh no, that's Luca Rutra to Chrisu. Excuse me, yeah. Luca Rutra on the hard compound of tyre, Chrisu on the medium. So the only makes sense that Chrisu catches up and makes more of a gap. Fanex, oh! And Chrisu has lost control of the car. He's lost the rear and gets a bit of oversteer. That's really unfortunate there. Hopefully he can join back in a nice, safe manner. Hopefully no one else is there. That's right, no one else is there. And he's going to keep the points, 2 points, that is P9, until he can recover and get at least 3 more. 4 more even. Okay, 4 more. Come on, we believe in you, Chrisu. Now if we go back to Stenz, he's still not fallen back from the Mercedes at sector 1 through these S's. You can see he's taking the S's very carefully on the hard compound, really a lot colder and a lot more harder, really, more solid. And it looks like Hendricks just lost a bunch of time as Yeet and Fanex have just DNF'd. I wonder what happened. Can we see what happened to Fanex and Yeet? Yeet's DNF'd, he's out of the race. Maybe this was linked, these two things. Let's quickly keep an eye on Mesa, on Dugster. Maybe he's going to make a move up into P11. Looks like he retired, maybe? It's really difficult to say. But now, into the next corner. Brilliant camera angle, thanks so much for that, Cody's. But he's going to get a really good exit, really good entry, let alone exit. And down he goes. But it's going to be side by side, or he decides to let off the throttle. As now the Aston Martin, it looks like he's been DNF'd, but he's still pulling off to the side of the road. And it looks like the Ferrari very, very close to the Alpine, side by side, and he has to let him past. What happened there? Oh, little bit of a love tap there. We're going to keep track of this little fight. We're even cutting corners slightly. But it looks like the Ferrari is being beautifully placed by Mesa, but Dugster's not done yet. And it looks like, oh, I thought that was about to be a spin there. But let's take a look at Dugster's perspective. He's really close to Mesa. He's going to get DRS, better exit. Come on. Oh, no, Mesa gets a better exit, but he's going to have ERS and DRS. Let's see him pull right on next to Mesa. This is a really interesting battle at the back of the grid. Maybe whoever finishes this and gets caught up to ConXR or anyone else in Fs, they're going to get some points. So a really important battle, actually. Much more important than you think, because every point counts for an F1 team. And there you see Dugster now back ahead of Mesa. Luca Rutra gets a 3-second time penalty though for exceeding more track limits, most likely. Not ideal there. Guess who's still behind Hendricks? Oh wait, hold on. Before we go look at Stenz, looks like the Ferrari is of Mesa, the teammate of Stenz, is still doing extremely, extremely well. He's in P11 now, being chased by Dugster, but I doubt that he's going to be able to get it back. But I mean, he's only 7 tenths behind. He's going to get DRS on this next part. Let's see if he can get him into 10-1, and we'll take a look at Stenz, who's now 3 tenths behind. Hold on, we're going to have to take a look at Stenz now. Oh, very, very close between him and the Mercedes, who's now harvesting ERS because he's not even got that much ERS left. Let's take a look at Stenz's perspective. What is he able to see? Looks like the Mercedes is definitely looking a lot slower. Let's see, but can he make the move though? Remember, it's one thing to catch up, another thing to overtake. And look, he's getting more controlled exits. Maybe that tyre is really starting to kick into the medium compound. But I doubt that. Hendricks is looking to get more on the racing line. than Stenz. Hopefully Stenz can catch right on back up. Yep, he's now 7 tenths back. And another thing I've just noticed, Vlad Red, right next to CB. He's only 6 tenths behind now, but there's a yellow flag in sector 3, and it looks like Crazy Benny is part of it. He's decided to come in, and he's not enjoying these medium tyres, so he's going to come in for another set of medium tyres. Maybe he spun out on them, who knows, but maybe they were shot too hot. I'm spitting straight facts. Yeah, done. Anyway, Vlad Red, yeah, 7 tenths behind CB. It'd be really interesting to see, because he was able to catch up this much, and both of them, they are on the medium tyres. Williams versus Red Bull, a battle we haven't really seen before, I don't think. Maybe when Williams was a lot better, powered by BMW, but we don't know. Now he's going to get the DRS, and he has far less ERS even than CB, but I'm sure he's going to deploy as much as he can when he's nearby. And he's closing up, Is he going to send it? No, he isn't, but it's nose to tail between the Williams and the Red Bull. Did you see how close that was? I mean, look at that. In the lead of the Grand Prix, CB defending like a champ from Vlad Red, and Stenz is trying to attack as much as he can on Hendricks, who's currently holding the final podium position, other than these two. I'm just trying to keep an eye on them. What is going on? Because I want to see Vlad Red actually start to battle CB for the position as we now go on to lap 9. He's going to get DRS down onto the main straight, and it looks like Stenz has spun out, and he's now down in P7, and oh dearie me, it's not looking good for Stenz. Is he joining in a safe manner? Oh, just about. Now that battle's not going on any longer, it's a shame about that, but we are going to take a look at Vlad Red versus CB, the championship leader, versus the reigning champion. Really interesting stuff here. If only Charles Leclerc in this position, he was the championship leader, but yet to be a champion. Although, as I said, oh, and it looks like it's a safety car. Everyone now has the opportunity to come in. It looks like CB is going to come in as well, I'm sure, on these medium compound tyres, which are not looking too good. It looks like people who started on the hards who really are not benefiting from this, because they didn't get to use it to the full potential. I still don't know how the DNF happened between Yeet and Fan X. Who knows? But it looks like it's a Williams, sorry, it looks like then it's a Red Bull, then a Williams, then a Mercedes, then a Haas, then an Alpha, then two McLarens, then another Mercedes, then another Alpha, then two Ferraris, and the Alpine. Crazy Benny has a 3-second time penalty though for multiple warnings, most likely exceeding track limits. Really unfortunate there. Let's see, is anyone going to come in? It looks like Mace has come in, hopefully no double stacks there with the Ferrari pits crew. Like Stenz is going to pass the safety car. CB though, he's going to come round, and we're going to see, is he going to come on to a new set of tyres? Maybe even hards, try and make them last to the end, or maybe do a 2-stop. Mediums and then softs. Very interesting to see what he does. And he does come in, followed by Vlad Red. Will the Mercedes of Hendricks come in? Doesn't matter how far back they are, by the way, here, because they are going to be able to catch up during the safety car period until everyone is in a line. Very fast pit stop there for CB, who is now going to get back ahead of Vlad Red, I'm assuming. There he goes. And now up against the steep hill, Hendricks is now going to come into the pit lane as well as Katie Blick, who is going to come into the pits as well. Lucha Utra and Zach Fish are also doing this, and Icon XR is going to have to struggle with the idea of a potential double stack pit stop. Let's see, is it going to be a double stack from McLaren? I think it will be just about far enough. Oh no, just about a double stack. Very unfortunate there for the very new player. He's going to come out around P8, still low, so he's going to maintain some track position. Chrissy also comes in as well as, well, Stenz looks like he's not going to come in, but let's take a look at his tyre age. Oh, it looks like he did come in onto a fresh set of mediums, so it'll be really interesting to see how he does on those, as he's been on hards the whole time, improving so much more pace, and he can definitely catch up maybe even to the lead. On from P10 to P1, I'm sure he'll do a Max Verstappen at Hungary. Let's just take a minute. Sorry, I'm just yeah, we're just waiting for the safety car to catch up a bit more now. But if we take a look at our leader, there's CB right behind the safety car and Aston Martin Vantage. As well as the Vlad Red Williams driver right behind him, the championship leader, by about 50 points, something like that. Sounds about right. Zaku's, simping hard over Zaku's senpai. Zaku's box cam. Go Zak, go Zak, go Zak, go Zak. Alright, if you want to see go Zak, Zaku's go speed, then let's take a look at that. So, Zaku's is in P7, so really fairly decent there. He's going to get 6 points so far. There he is, looking much like Lando Norris, as now Lucha and Katie Vick having a little bit of a scrap under the safety car. Really interesting there. Looks like it's with Zaku's. No, wait, was it with Zaku's? No, it's with Lucha. Oh, Lucha, what's going on? Oh, he's coming very late on. Maybe he made some contact with someone. It's really difficult to say, but he's going to drop back behind his teammate. And now Chrisu is going to be the leading Alfa Romeo for the team. So now it's Italian pair followed by Italian pair in terms of teams. There the Ferrari goes, Sten's going to have to catch up a bit more though for the safety car to start up anytime soon. We're now approaching the halfway mark. Lap 14 out of 28. Guys, I think now would be a better time than any for some predictions. Who do we think is going to win? And also, do we think there will be any more safety cars after this? Come on, I want some winner predictions. I know some of you will probably say Zach. But, come on. I want to know seriously. Do you think Zaku's will win? He's in P6 right now. I mean, it is possible. I mean, maybe he can do a bit of a Sebastian Vettel just in the press conference. Go, if you guys crash, can you take both of you out so I can go through? I'm sure many of you know the clip I'm talking about. The Alfa Romeo is there. Sort of, maybe Lucha is not very happy that he's behind his teammate. As you can see there, Stenz is caught up. Let's take a look at Mesa, who's also going to need to do some catching up. I wonder what happened there. I think maybe they spun out, or maybe that was in qualifying. Really difficult to say though. Hopefully they're able to catch up now. Crazy Benny character growth is mad. This is very much true. This is very much true. You can see Crazy Benny there in the Mercedes, in the big boy teams now. He's definitely very good. I mean, he used to spin all the time, and now he's just in another world, isn't he? He's just very dedicated driver, very hard working, good learner, I'm sure. And he's got his teammate behind him as well, much like Chrissy and Stenz and Zaku's. Excuse me, I am a little bit tired. I had to wake up pretty early today. I got my results from the exams. Now, for those of you who don't know, in the UK we have these exams called the GCSEs. Got them back today and I'm very happy with my results. So, and I'm going back to school next week. Yay, end of summer break. Oh dear. But now we're waiting for the safety car to come back in. Looks like everyone's sort of caught up with each other a bit more. And yeah, so we've got CB, we've got Vlad Red, Crazy Benny, Hendricks, Katie Blick, Zakus, Icon XR, Chrissy, Lucha, Stenz, Mesa, and Dougster. Now you and Phoenix won't be getting any points because they're either in the top 10 or in the DNF, or going to finish this race. That's our disabled telemetry. Highest score, what subject? So, I mean, in terms of grade, I got 9s in a few of my subjects. That's the equivalent of a high A star for those of you Americans or whoever who don't know that. Safety car's in this lap, by the way. Yeah, so I think my highest score might have been... I know I got 85% in chemistry. I'm not sure about the others. I'll be sure to let you know. Awesome. Thank you very much, Muffin Man. I'm glad to have you as a supporter of the league right here, right now. But at the moment, it looks like Vlad Red is going to have to deal with CB now being the safety car. Let's take a look at Zakus as well. Your beloved Zakus. He, hold on, let me just switch to the keyboard usage a bit more. Yeah, so he is in P6 with his teammate behind, going to have to defend. But he's on the hard compound, so it's going to be difficult to get a good start there. But now Vlad Red is going to get a really good start as CB is now going to start again. We're in green lights now. Now on to turn 1. We're back and we are racing. So now it looks like Lutra and Chrissy have swapped places, as well as Crazy Benny and Hendrix, who are now battling for position. Let's see these two Mercedes, all one by one, all single file line. Let's see if he's able to catch back up and do some more damages. Now Chrissy was dropped back behind Mason. Not a really good start for the Alfa Romeo there. Lutra overtaking. Now Stens and Mesa overtaking. Maybe they've got a bit of damage. Really difficult to tell. Let's take a real quick look. Is everything okay with them? It looks like everything is. I mean, it's hammer time, Zach. Come on, Zach. Let's see you do. Tell you what, let's wait for Zach to do a move. Let's see if he were to get a move done here as he gets an okay exit. Out onto the straight as now Mesa and Stens are switching places. Yeah, so Zach is now on the straight, slipstream in hand. He's using up lots of overtake button in his McLaren, excuse me, which does use a Mercedes engine to be fair. And he's going to get a really good exit on the next corner. Let's see, will he get... Excuse me. It's too boring because he's just too good, yeah. That's the only problem. Let's see him get past KT Blick. I want to see him in the top 5 this race. And it looks like Hendrix has spun out. The Mercedes is not having a good time. Oh dear. But now that means that Crazy Benny is promoted up into P3, completing the podium places, but he is now out in out of the top 2's sort of range of DRS. He's in 1.8 seconds behind now. He needs to catch up another 8 or 9 tenths to catch back up and be in there. But look how close it is between Vlad Red and CB. The Red Bull versus the Williams. It's really close actually. I mean, Jost Capito versus Christian Horner. I'd love to see that fight. I mean, let's just admire that Vlad Red is keeping just that close on hards and pulled away from the Mercedes, from the medium compound tyre of the Mercedes, Crazy Benny. And it looks like the Mercedes has retired. It looks like Hendrix has retired, and it's a safety car again. I'm not sure if maybe that was an accident on his part, but oh well. It's another safety car. I don't think anyone else will be coming in. CB does keep the lead now. We'll give a chance for another restart. That's right. Now that's the second safety car. Guys, why don't you tell me a bit about your life? Like, tell me a bit about yourselves. Do you enjoy playing F1 yourselves, or do you just like watching your friends, or a bit of both? Zaku's for pole position, I believe. Pole position. That's qualifying. Oh, don't you just love the noise of those engines? I mean, listen to that. Yeah, and it looks like these two won't be coming in. Let's just check with the others, and it looks like Crazy Benny will be coming in for some reason during the safety car. Zakus decides to power on into P4. Lovely, your beloved driver who you will be supporting and are supporting, Zakus. It's a really good day for McLaren actually. They were at what, 11th and 12th, 12th and 13th earlier. Now they're in P4 and P5. Really, really good points for you there. I watch Zach, I watch him, yeah. Fair enough then. I mean, that's really good of you. I'm sure Zach really appreciates you watching as well. I mean, look at him. He looks like he's having a great time as well. So it probably means a lot that you're here. And again, I hope you become really invested in Serserilig League. you know, it's really interesting, the world of Formula 1, not only Serserilig. But, you know, if you want to have it with people you know, just feel free to watch every Monday and Thursday. Although, next season we are changing to every Thursday and Sunday. So, be sure to look at that, because that is a pretty big change. So yeah, that's Zacus, Icon XR. Yeah, really good. I mean, looks like most people are on the same tyres they pitted onto, hard or mediums. No one's on soft tyres. It's Crazy Benny who's on the freshest tyres, just pitted recently. So yeah, good strategies from him there. Oh, I really hope the safety car starts up once more. We're only halfway through this Grand Prix. I wish we had more people as well, like not only driving but also watching the stream. It's really difficult to commentate when there aren't a lot of people being interactive and, you know, doing stuff. Sunday again. Yeah. Unfortunately I've got a very busy schedule, and the only day that I'm available to stream both races of the week is Sundays as well. Of course I'd love to do Mondays as well, but I just cannot. And we agreed, me and Stens, that Sunday is a really good day for it. I mean, there isn't that much of a problem with Sunday, is there? I mean, yes, it's the day before your school, your work or whatever. You know, you got work to do, but, you know, it's a Sunday. Just chill, watch the stream, say hello. That can't hurt, can it? While the safety car is out, I am just going to quickly go get some water. So I will just quickly do that. Hold on. Just quickly do the temporary screen. I'll be right back. Actually, I'll leave it on the main stream. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to get some water, you know, make sure that I'm watching as well for you guys, just so you can enjoy it. It looks like Mace's moved down to P11, by the way. Don't know what happened there, but I'll let you guys watch Zacus. bad chance. It looks like the safety car came in that lap, and let's see, we've restarted. So now, let's take a look. It looks like CB is still in the lead. Let's just do a quick review back. Yeah, CB is still in the lead, followed by Vlad Red very, very closely. Let's take a look at his onboard. I mean, look how much he's catching up, though. He's going to get the slipstream. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Stenz has had a little incident, though. Oh, he spun out. Really unfortunate there for the Ferrari, but he is going to be able to catch out, and he's still in the points. Teammate Mesa as well, still in the points as well, going to get an okay exit there. Hopefully catch back up to Crazy Benny. He was once much higher, but is now on fresher tyres than everyone that can go to the end. But let's take a look now at Vlad Red. He's getting very, very, very close to the he's getting very, very close to the Red Bull of CB. I mean, through these corners, really difficult. So if you can master them, you can really use it as a catch-up opportunity. Also, as I might not have said, the slipstream here, really, really powerful because, I mean, although you need a lot of downforce for the corners, a really low downforce setup will enable you to get a lot of speed on the straights, and as you can see, the straights are very long and very good. So let's see now, is he going to make a move? Is he going to send one down the inside? Is he fed up of being in P2? Oh, not just yet. But as you can see, nose to tail. How close is that? Wow, there you can see very close up of the Williams there on the hard tyres, and it looks like they're starting to pull a gap to, is that your beloved Zakus in P3? Oh guys, fan favourite, like the equivalent of Daniel Ricciardo, Zakus in the McLaren. He's pulling ahead, trying to get back into the fight for the higher podium places, but I think for now we should really be focusing on this fight for the lead. It especially involves the title fight as well. I'll let you know if Zakus, who seems to be catching up by the way, genuinely, I'll let you know if anything interesting happens on that front. But now, as you can see, catching up to the Red Bull is Vlad Red, the championship leader. I mean, obviously a win would be nice, but at this point I'm pretty sure he could just come second in every race and he'd still win the title. I mean, he could lose a few of them as well. He could just fully DNF if he wanted to take a few breaks. But of course, it's always good to win a few races prior. You know, security, of course. And he's going to get a little bit of a slipstream first before that. Really judging the braking points well here. It's really difficult to judge, by the way. But now he's going to get a really good exit, can I just say. A really good exit out. That man could have my kids. I'm sure he could. But now we're going to watch as Vlad Red powers his way down the straight. Is he going to go make a move? Brilliant camera angles, Cody's. Not quite yet. The time is not right for Zakus, and he does not want to go for the lead just yet. But it looks like Zakus is not actually catching up anymore, even though there's fighting ahead of him. I mean, there's some people in the midfield fighting a lot as well. Sorry, that was not a very attractive way to look at the fights. But look, Mesa as well now catching up. Very, very close to the Mercedes of Crazy Benny, who's got a catch-up game to do now. And it looks like Vlad Red has gone onto the grass. Oh, dearie me, no. He's gone onto the grass and he's now lost P2. Oh, dear. You can't keep making mistakes like this. He's like Charles Leclerc. Oh, dearie me. He's in a position where he's leading, but it's not good. I mean, it's good for Zakus, as you can see, but he needs to make sure he's maximising his points. He can't make silly mistakes like this. Come on, Vlad Red. I know you've got it in you to maintain it. You know, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a race engineer as well for one of my friends in his leagues. And I keep on telling him, you know, don't exceed track limits too much. Don't be too risky. Because you're going to profit at the end when loads of people have penalties and have been, you know, fallen from all of that. And you're up there with nothing against your name. But anyway, now let's take a look at Zakus in P2. Just some lovely camera shots for you guys there, just so you can enjoy. In P3 we've actually got KT Blick, who's been closely followed by the by the Alfa Romeo, and he's going to try and get past him on the outside, really late on the brakes, under braking, I don't know why I said that twice. Under braking, but now he's going to pull ahead into the next position, which I can tell you is P3. Lucha, great comeback, I have to say. He's now up into P3, despite a not so great qualifying. Let's see though. Dalsey gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple more warnings. I'm sure we're going to check the penalties much later. You guys might not be interested though. Zacchaeus as well, just trying to maintain P2. The fighting behind is really helping. K2 Blick still within the DRS though of Lucha. And oh look, Crazy Benny up into P4. Really great stuff from him there. Good catch-up game. Oh my god, it's going to be 3 wide into the next corner. Oh guys, what is this? Oh, brilliant Titanic scrap here. What we love about F1, just the good old-fashioned scraps. Oh, let's take a look from Mesa's perspective. Is he going to be 3 wide into any corners? Oh, it looks like he's going to have to let off the brakes just a little bit. And oh, look, Vlad Red might even start getting involved. Getting pulled into this DRS train, hopefully make a bit of a catch-up game. Wow. Brilliant. Oh, look how close it is. The 4 of these cars all fighting. Oh, my. Let's see. And it looks like K2 Blick is going to suffer a loss to the Mercedes. And he's spun out. Oh, no. Not ideal there. And it looks like Vlad Red is going to go for a move on Mesa. Very quick, very clean. Very good move, I must say. But now that doesn't matter because Mesa is going to have DRS. He's going to try and pass him on the next straight now. Let's take a look. He's catching. Is he going to send one down the inside? It's so difficult to tell where everyone is. They're just swerving around. And it looks like Mesa is not going to be able to get another position just yet. He's going to have to wait. But look, the Mercedes very good at defence. Will he be able to pass the Mercedes as the Williams is starting to pull ahead back in near the podium positions? He's going to have to catch up to Lucha. Another 2 seconds to go. And look, he is doing it. Oh, wow. Vlad Red. Brilliant use of positioning there. Oh, definitely one of them. I think that was probably the move of the race. But let's take a look at Mason now is going to have DRS. There you go. Down on the main straight. Going to try and get past him. Maybe not into turn 1 right now, but going to use it to catch up to him. Maybe late braking. There you go. Down into the next corner, getting a wide entry. Make sure you get a good exit. Maximise use of the racing line to increase your speed. And look, there he goes, getting a bit of dirty air though, but he took it really beautiful. Oh, he has to go on the brakes, avoiding action because Crazy Benny is braking pretty early. But it's really good that Mesa has such a good reaction time, taking a lot of curb as well. Very confident indeed. Let's see, Crazy Benny though still within the DRS of Vlad Red, so he's still got some DRS to keep him very happy. Let's see, is Mesa going to be able to do anything more though? And down the main straight on the Mercedes. Sorry, my throat is dying. But look, he's managed to pull ahead before the braking zone with DRS. And there he is, into the next position, getting more valuable points for Ferrari after Stenz has spun a relatively big number of times. Let's take a look at the scoreboard, sorry. So, looks like Vlad Red in P4. He's a second behind Lucha, so he's actually really close. And let's see if he's going to catch up, as now Lucha really close to Zacchaeus as well. Let's take a look at this old battle. Maybe he's going to have to deal with Vlad Red coming out the inside. No, he isn't. Brilliant camera angles yet again, Cody's. I want to see something better. And it looks like Lucha is on the mediums, to be fair, so he's going to have to go longer and probably have a lot more worse tyre wear at the end. But yeah, Lucha, you're right, is quite close to Zach, as we see this beautiful shot of the cars. Oh wow, but they have a penalty. Yes, they do. So if Zach gets overtaken, he's going to have to keep very close. Oh, there you go. Even the Ferrari of who is that? Is that Mesa? That's Mesa. Very close by. Now it looks like someone's caused a yellow flag. I can't tell who that is. Oh, but it looks like there's a beautiful move being done by the McLaren on the Alpine. Oh, he's not able to get it done just yet. And oh, my bad. It looks like I missed Vlad Red. He's gotten past Lucha, but is Lucha going to be able to get past him? Look how close he is. And looks like the two guys ahead of him harvesting ERS. And he's going to get really close, nose to tail there. Oh, imagine a brake check in that position would not be ideal. But here, he can now catch up using the slipstream to Vlad Red as he now tries to avoid the racing line so that he doesn't give the slipstream to him. And it looks like Icon XR is now still fighting with the Alpine. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. But this is a very intense battle between Lucha, Vlad Red and Zakus for 2 of the podium positions and P4. Maybe Mesa even getting involved as well. Take a look at this. Mesa now saying, oh yeah, I want some, what are you guys doing? You're doing this without me? I want to invite myself to the party. And now he's going to do a little bit of a sneaky move, hopefully. Let's see if he's going to have to break into here. But it looks like the Williams of Vlad Red is going to have to do some very good attacking work as Mesa tries to get ahead as well. These two are the attackers and these two are the defenders, the McLaren and the Alfa Romeo versus the Williams and the Ferrari. Some really classic teams here, by the way. Looks like CB is just pulling out a really comfortable lead as well, though. But looks like Zakus is now going to have to deal with quite a few competitors to keep his P2, which I believe will be his best finish of the season. Impressive by Vlad. That is a very good statement, an understatement, I would say. I mean, look what he's been able to do. From spinning out, he's back up into P2 once more. Wow, McLaren of Zakus there, he wasn't able to get DRS. But Vlad Red, he was, and even though he was on the hards, that shows the power of it. He was able to punch through right on past. Zaku's still keeping behind though. But Mesa is now on the tail of the Alfa Romeo of Lutra, who does have both of them time penalties. And look, he's side by side through this next corner. Oh, what a wicked angle as the two red cars, Scarlet Red versus White and Red, are now going to have to fight even harder. Zach still for pole position. Oh, I'm sure he'll get it. I'm sure he'll get it. Come on, and look, the Ferrari now making a move on Lucha. Looks like he's going to pull ahead and with DRS, but Lucha gets a lovely bit of slipstream. Let's see, is he going to be able to pull ahead? No, not just yet. And Zakus has now lost out on that P2 out of the DRS, but now he's got a battle behind him as well, so hopefully he can keep P3. Sorry, we're just keeping a bit of an eye on this battle. And by the way, keep an eye on Crazy Benny there, that Mercedes. He looks like he's starting to get a piece of this as well. He wants to get up into those podium positions. Let's see Zakus defending now on the straight. It looks like he's not going to be doing much. He's just going to be a passenger. As now Mesa is going to try and go for the overtake on Zakus. Right behind him, hiding. And going to try and go on the outside. But Zakus defends very well. Brilliant defense there. Dugster gets another penalty. Oh my. Zakus, what is this? A very legendary drive from him there. Ah, your supporters were right. I'm sorry for ever roasting you in the chat last week. And now we've got Crazy Benny very, very close to Lucha. Let's see if he can get a move done on the Alfa Romeo like Hamilton versus Bottas. Almost drifting through the corner there. Very interesting. But Mesa's now going to make the move. Is he going to be able to do it around the outside of Zakus onto the main straight? And it looks like he's going to have the DRS. And even though Zakus is ahead, he's going to have to defend. And it won't take long for Mesa to power past on the outside line. Is he going to be able to make it finished? Or it looks like Zakus is still there, very much on the racing line. And he defends, still keeping it. Oh, what a brilliant way for this to happen. And it looks like Mesa decides he's not going to try and overtake here on the high downforce part, because if you go side by side, you will end up killing people. Now, it looks like a massive train starting to form here. Very beautiful, actually, if you think about it. Yellow flags in 6-3, not sure what happened there. But Mesa is still very close to Zakus. Zakus desperate for this podium. I don't think... I mean, guys, do you know how Zakus got on a podium here before? I mean, here goes another go. Let's see if Mesa is able to get a move done on Zakus. I mean, maybe there's some people right next to Mesa as well who want to get a move done. But it looks like Mesa is going to try and pull ahead. Zakus, though, really doesn't want to lose this. really fighting, but it looks inevitable that Mesa is going to keep it. Maybe he's going to get another bite of the cherry though on the main straight. He's going to get another bite of the cherry of the DRS. Going to try and catch back up. Crazy Benny though unable to make a move on Lucha, and maybe even allow Katie Blake to put a 12-second gap back to them. It looks like Vlad Red's been able to catch up a bit more actually to CB, despite on being the same lap old tyres as him. Let's take a look though at Zakus, who's now got to defend P4. Any points at this point is worth very much, because he is going to get DRS though. Let's see him getting DRS on Mesa. Will he be able to keep it? I'm just trying to see. He is catching up for sure. Maybe he is going to be able to steal P3, maybe a last lap overtake. But into this next section here, oh, I'd love to see him get a podium, you know. Zakus, I haven't seen him get one here before, get him anywhere actually. Maybe I wasn't commentating for the moment. He did get a podium, but it'll be a really special moment for him and his fans. No, he came 4th. Okay, so this would be really important for him. Dogster gets a 3-second time penalty. Yes, again. Let's take a real quick look at the penalties. Okay, so Dogster has 18 seconds of penalties, so it looks like he's last at the moment. Needs to definitely step up his game. Not doing that many track limits because he's on 18 seconds of penalties. Yeah. In terms of tyres though, it looks like Stenz is on fresh softs and he's going to try and catch up as much as he can. Though I doubt he's going to be able to with everything going on here. As Crazy Benny is now ahead of Lucha. So I'm just keeping an eye on all this. Now overall, from the beginning, Mesa has made up 9 positions, though they have got a penalty and have Zakus to deal with. Zakus is still there and he's not going to give up. Zakus for driver of the day, I'd have to agree with that. I mean, Zakus has made up 3 places, nothing compared to Mesa's 9, but that's still a lot, and he was able to do some brilliant defending earlier. I definitely argue that he could definitely be driver of the day, definitely. But now we're going to start the final lap. It looks like Vlad has caught up a bit to CB, but he's not caught up enough. Sorry, I'm just drinking some water. So now it looks like Zakus just wants to keep within the penalty time of Mesa. Just catch up, keep that P3. It'll be his first podium for Season 3 of Serserilig League. And if it is, he very much does deserve Driver of the Day, of course. Now let's take a real quick look. How many penalties does Mesa have? Just 3, just 3. Maybe just exceeding a bit of track limits though. So they would move down to P4. I think that's pretty much it though. From 12th to 2nd, I mean, you have to admit though, that is very, very impressive. Oh man. I mean, let's see if Zakus, he's not going to get DRS, is he? No, but he is going to try and get a bit of a slipstream on Mesa. He is in the distance, but you can see he is catching very slowly but surely. I mean, yeah, exactly, it is. But let's take a real quick look at the other McLaren of the new Icon XR. He looks like he's going to get points in his first Formula 1 race. Might even move up a place past Dugster. Hopefully past some others as well. But it looks like Dugster is not able to defend from the McLaren. Look how slow he's going. He's practically pushing him through the corners. But it looks like now, let's take a look at CB, who's going to come home to win the Grand Prix at Austin. Well done. And Vlad Red is going to come home to recover into P2, with now Mesa is going to finish in P3 but could be moved down to P4 as Zakus takes his first podium of the season. Well done. Driver of the day for sure. Crazy Benny in 5th. Lucha in 6th. Looks like K2 Blake's about to finish as well, but he's got a penalty. I don't think it will matter though. He's going to get P7. Brilliant drive as well. Come on, mate. Yes, lovely. Stenz for Ferrari is going to come home with even more points. It looks like Ferrari are going to get... They're going to get 16 points. Wow. Really good day. Important day for them. It looks like a really important day for Red Bull as well as CB. Oh, Stenz, you're going to come home. Come on, man. We're nearly there. Just don't spin it. Just don't spin it that one last time. I'm joking. And it looks like some very dirty driving there. Looks like the Alpine there of Dugster. He's getting involved with Chrissy a bit. What's happened there? Looks like Chrissy's going to go ahead, but it looks like McLaren might get some more points, will they? Because the person ahead has penalties. Oh, he's going to try and get ahead, but not quite. It doesn't matter though, because he's going to get another point. What was he expecting? Definitely not this. And that is the end of the Austin Grand Prix. Oh my. Let's go, Zach. You deserve driver of the day. I could not agree more. Let's take a look at Zach. Come on. Mesa got driver of the day. I mean, to be fair, they did make up a lot of places. But in my opinion, I agree. Zach got his fast podium. Really great result there. Muffin Man. I mean, flight plan as well. Yeah, guys, come on. Cheer your good boy on. Let's take a look at the podium celebration, of course. Oh, wow. What a race. My throat is so dry. Like, you don't even know. Jeez. We're just waiting for it to load. And here he comes. Looks like CB wins another Grand Prix. That's 2 in a row now. Really, really good job there for the Red Bull driver. And next to him, Vlad Red, the championship leader, definitely keeping recovery. And Doug's still leading the session there. And look, there he is. Zaku's there for McLaren, for Britain. And it looks like we've got 2 British drivers on the podium. Brilliant day in America. Oh, well done, guys. Oh, what a great podium celebration. Alright, so we're just going to wait for the music to start and then we'll call it a day. But guys, come on. What a race indeed. Well done, Dugster. Mad race, Muffin Man. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did as well. Remember, join us next time. I'll tell you actually very quickly where we're going as we're just waiting to load in. Lobby updated as well. I'll tell you where we're going to go in just a second. But there's the music. That means we're done. And that has been the Austin Grand Prix. So everyone, whew, insane battle for 11th. Yeah, really good shout as well there. Oh, sorry, that was the other music. Let me just go on Fuelvine, which you also need to check out. Check out the website, Fuelvine. Check out the Twitch, which you're already on. Check out the YouTube. Check out the Discord. Come on, if you want to re-watch the race, it's on the YouTube. I will be uploading the VOD very much shortly. Now, if we look at the calendar for Serserilig, we've just done Circuit of the Americas today. Next time we will be at Belgium, just after the actual Belgian Grand Prix. Again, it will be at 8 o'clock British Standard Time, so please, join us there. And after that, next Thursday, I'll also be commentating will be the Silverstone Circuit. Oh wow, I mean, what a great time to be alive. You get to watch all of these races. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. Well, let's see what else there is to talk about. I mean, standings, it looks like Williams are going to lose even more. Wait, will Williams gain on McLaren? Yeah, they will. Yeah. McLaren are going to go back down to second. But I think Zacus is going to still remain very close to CB. MKL is definitely going to move down a hefty lot. Vlad Red, though, as well, getting less points, but still 139. That's ridiculous. It's a lot. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you all on Thursday. Please, please, please tell your friends about this beautiful league. Oh, we need more followers and everything. I mean, just thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope to see you another time. This has been Toby, your very friendly commentator, I'm sure. Goodbye.